Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Jackie and I am Forever Faithful. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. It's a place where I share some life lessons, some of my experiences about my faith walk and my testimony as well. And today I want to share with you about my current faith, where I stand currently and how strong I'm standing and believing in something that was shown to me by God, by the divine creator. Okay. So it's been 3, possibly 4 years now that I began to receive signs and messages about moving. And initially it was overhearing other people's conversations, hearing moving, changing locations, also seeing like moving trucks within my community, a lot more than usual. And then I had an associate. Sometimes we would talk on the phone and sometimes we would meet in person. But she would say, well, have you thought about moving? No. Have you considered maybe you should rent it out, your place out? No. You thought about selling your place? No. You could rent it out and then you can find another place. Well, I don't want to rent it out, get money, and for me to pay the rent at another place. It doesn't make any sense. Logically, it just didn't make any sense. So, long story short, she mentioned that several times. And I got frustrated with her one day. And I said, why do you keep telling me to move, that I should move? Why? And I laid out some of the facts and me thinking logically, it doesn't make sense physically to move. And it definitely doesn't make sense for me to move financially. So why would I move? She was like, yeah, I understand that. She said, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why it came to my mind. I don't know why. But she did. She just kept saying it. She's like, I don't know why. Now, this particular person, since I've known her several years, I do recall that other times before she's mentioned things to me that shed light on something or revelation about something or even a message about something or a solution to a question that I may have been posing to God, divine creator. So I know that she receives messages from the divine, but she also doesn't know where it's coming from half of the time. And she said, and if I don't know that it's not coming from me, and information is just coming up and coming out, she says she knows that it's from God, from the divine creator. But I wasn't thinking about that at the time. I was just thinking, this lady has lost her freaking mind. Why would I move? So left that alone. And every time she just did it casually. She only mentioned it casually in conversation. She didn't push it or anything. So then I began to see physical signs that it was time to move. Sorry about the glare. That it was time to move. So I began to see some cracks in the walls, started having leaks in the ceiling. Some other things started to happen. Slowly but surely, there was more and more, to the point where I was like, oh yeah, there's no doubt that I'm going to be moving from here. When, I don't know, and where I'm going, I have no idea, because it can be in the same city, just a different dwelling. It could be in the same state, just a different city. It could be a completely different state altogether, or a completely different country. But the whole point was, it's like I kept receiving these signs and messages, verbally and physically, hearing these signs was to prepare myself to move. Even though I was comfortable and things were low here, okay, I knew I was going to have to go. So I started the packing process. I started that process, started getting boxes, donating, all that stuff. So long story short, I've been sitting around boxes for about 3 to 4 years now. And over that time, I would get so tired and frustrated of feeling like I'm unsettled, uneasy, because I have all this stuff around me all the time. It's not like I can hide it because I've packed up my place. So the more I watch those boxes sit in the corners, the more I realize I didn't even want to move half of these boxes. I've dealt with them for so long. I've had to repack some boxes because they've been, crushed from, sitting on top of each other. And it just got to the point where I was like, I don't even want to deal with this. So I started to purge, give away, donate, all of that. So, and I was like, okay, let's start to feel better. But I must say, probably maybe a year and a half ago, I did receive another vision, is what it was. It was like God, divine creator, was letting me know, hey, I've been sending you signs about what's to come, but you've missed them. So here it is. Literally in my dream state that happened. He said, these were the signs I sent to you. Now you need to choose one. I'm like, what? Not only do I need to be prepared to move and pack and move, but I also need to be prepared for the next phase of my life. One that I didn't expect, one I didn't necessarily ask for, one that I'm just had me freaking speechless because that wasn't even on my freaking radar. And that's another story for another day because that is still playing out. But anyway, I am sitting here in faith. I am sitting here in faith 3 to 4 years around boxes packed up. So over the weekend, I decided that I was going to get rid of more. And I have about 3 big trash bags filled with clothes, a box of shoes, and a box of purses. Because I've already given away, like dishware, a lot of electronics, patio furniture. I gave that away from the beginning, and that's something I kind of regret. My patio furniture and getting rid of like my dishes so soon. So word of caution, if you use it often, then you may want to keep that keep that until it's time to actually move. But my whole point is that I've been sitting in here in faith, complete faith, waiting for the next shoe to drop, waiting for the next piece of the puzzle to be revealed. I am still waiting. I have definitely been frustrated. My faith has definitely wavered. I have doubted because at times I'm like, I haven't heard from you. What's going on? And what I realized now, sitting here today, is that, hey, if you're given instructions to do something and yet you have not done it, started, or even completed it, then you probably won't receive any more instructions or directions until it's done. Well, you know what I'm saying? That you've at least started the process. At least that's the way this has been for me. So I think the whole idea is to purge, is to detach, and to let go. To let go of the stuff that's holding us back. Let go of the stuff that's hindering us. Even me trying to keep all the boxes I had originally with all the stuff in it, right? All the housewares, the clothes, and all of that. The stress of me trying to upkeep it, even just in the box sitting in the corner, was stressful. Then me trying to think about, well, maybe I should put it in the storage unit, because I thought about that, and then I thought about the cost of that, the stress of that. That's an extra bill. I don't want to be paying nobody no extra money. There was a lot of stress that was coming with trying to keep all this stuff, and I'm like, well, maybe I can put it in mom's basement, or maybe I can use my sister's garage, or you know what I mean, or my friend's backyard. Like, this is insane. Get rid of the stuff. Get rid of it, and only keep the things that you really love. Because if you're in a position like me, you have no idea where you're going. And I am just preparing myself to be prepared if I'm being asked, and Divine Creator is moving me to another country. So that means I can't take all my books. I can't take all my albums. You know what I mean? I can't take all my shoes. I'm being very selective about the things that I really want, and the things that I really love. And even with that, having to detach from that and say that if it was burnt up or washed away, God forbid, then I would have to do without those, my favorite things as well. So detaching from it all, because it will be replaced and with something better. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a new house. I'm okay with a new car. I am okay with a new wardrobe, okay? I'm okay with it all. I am okay with that. But I'm standing here in faith. That's what I'm doing. I'm standing in faith for 3-4 years. And I'm not saying that it's easy all the time. What I am saying is that it's just a part of the process. And me standing on what I have been told and have been shown is good enough for Divine Creator. And so I'm just going to keep on trucking on, purging, releasing, detaching, so I can move forward. So I hope that this helps you in some way. Thank you all so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate you stopping by. Okay? Until next time, take care of yourselves, okay? Bye.